I was about 6 years old then. My grandmother and I went to visit her sister in the village. The road was long, to another region. In the old house where my grandmother's sister lived, their entire family used to live. The graves of my parents were located near the same village. One day, my grandmother and I went to look after the grave. My grandmother was cleaning there, and I wandered around the cemetery, trying to read the inscriptions on the slabs. On one of the graves, I saw very beautiful, albeit artificial, sunflowers. I really liked them, so I said to my grandmother, "I'll take this flower, take it home and give it to my mother." My grandmother answered me, "You can't take anything from the cemetery. Don't touch anything." I asked, "Why?" In response to me, "Well, I don't know. It's a bad omen. Don't touch it." But I was a stubborn girl and decided that my grandmother was just superstitious. When she turned away, I quickly picked one of the sunflowers and hid it in my pocket. I thought it was just a flower and nothing bad would happen. In the evening, when we returned home, I put the sunflower in a vase and put it on the table. Grandma, seeing this, shook her head, but said nothing. At night, I woke up from a strange rustling. It seemed to me that someone was whispering my name. I opened my eyes and saw a shadow sliding along the wall. My heart started beating faster, and I closed my eyes, hoping that it was just a dream. The next day, I forgot about this incident, but at night it all happened again. The rustling became louder, and the whispers became clearer. I felt something cold touch my hand and screamed. Grandma ran and hugged me, calming me down. She again said that nothing should be taken from the cemetery, but it was too late. Every night the rustling and whispering became more and more insistent. I began to see ghostly figures flickering in the corners of the room. They became more and more distinct, and I could see their faces. They were the ones whose graves I had seen in the cemetery. They looked at me with reproach and anger. Grandma realized that something was wrong and decided to return the sunflower to the grave. We went to the cemetery again, and I put the flower back on the grave, apologizing for my stupidity. But it was too late. At night the ghosts returned, and this time they were more aggressive. They surrounded my bed, and their whispers turned into loud screams. I covered my ears with my hands, but it did not help. Since then, every night I wake up in horror, seeing the faces of those I disturbed in front of me. They do not give me peace, reminding me of my mistake. Grandma tried to help, but even her prayers couldn't save me from these nightly visits. Now I know that you can't take anything from the cemetery. But this knowledge came too late. I am doomed to eternal torment, and every night I relive this horror again and again. And no one can help me.